Welcome back to Good Advice for Business. I'm your host, Kevin Bryce, talking to you about you and your business. I want to mention that part of today's program is brought to you by Efficient Wealth Management. I'm going to go straight to our next guest, Tom Altherr. He is the Director of Marketing for a company called Conjoya. And I've been looking forward to visiting with Tom and learning more about Conjoya and its work. And, by the way, the CEO of Conjoya was involved in an interview over at priceofbusiness.com. Want to encourage you to check out that interview. Go to the contributor section, look for our series of articles. And I encourage you to check them all out on the importance of who you know or what you know in sales. And, Tom, welcome to the program.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. It's a pleasure to be on your show.
You bet. Tell us a little bit about Conjoya.
All right. Well, we are, it means House of Emotion. We are a software as a service startup firm in downtown San Francisco, about roughly 50 employees, and privately held and backed by Baseline Ventures, SC Angel, Floodgate Fund, and D.E. Shaw.
Okay. And what is your, as Director of Marketing, what's the scope of what you do?
Everything that marketing entails. So right now it's getting the word out everywhere we possibly can, such as, mediums with Bloomberg, of course, where we can, promote ourselves and talk a little bit about our technology, which is Disciphering Emotion Within Text, to be able to provide customer experience officers, brand managers, and product managers additional insights into what their customers are saying and, more importantly, what they're feeling about their products and services so that it can proactively act on that and increase engagement and loyalty across the board.
Okay. What are some of the typical, kind of give me an overview of the companies that use your services?
Sure. So we work with pretty much across the board Fortune 500 firms that are committed to viewing customers more than a set of numbers. And that last part's kind of important because if you are, then you focus on what your customer's saying, and more specifically the voice of the customer. And that kind of filters through to whether you're listening across social media or perhaps unstructured surveys or net promoter scores. You want to know what your customers are saying about you, and they recognize, because they have these programs, the voice of customer programs, and customer experience officers focused on the overall experience. They want to know that's very important, so they can factor that in and increase the overall satisfaction of their customers.
Yeah, very good. And how old is the company?
We've been around since 2007, and we've been kind of developing our technology in conjunction with Stanford, our linguistics lab, to make it very accurate and focusing again on customer loyalty. I think the ongoing kind of mantra is 80% of your future profits will come from 20% of your existing customers. So what those are saying about you and understanding that emotion behind their expressions is paramount to success. Yeah.
And in terms of size of company, give me a overview of the size of companies that you typically work with.
That really it varies quite widely. We've done pilots with relatively modest-sized companies all the way up to, as I said before, Fortune 500 firms. So if they have a program that's focused on customer engagement and they are basically struggling with a variety of unstructured data sources, they come to us because we help them solve that problem.
Okay, and so what would be the size of your largest client?
Largest client. I can't give you the exact number within the Fortune 500 firm because that would tell you who they are.
Right, but you've got clients in the Fortune 500.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
And the small end would probably be a mid-market size company, I would assume, or do you go as small business?
We can. We traditionally focus on the Fortune 500 because at that size, they're very much focused on voice of customer programs and customer experience professionals and officers that exist, in separate divisions within that firm. Traditionally, smaller size firms have more modest means and aren't quite focused on that yet. But it's not to say that we wouldn't. If they've, aggregated a number of different unstructured surveys and they want to decipher that and they don't want to hand, count or figure out what their customers are saying, by reading through each and every one, we can actually work through that.
All righty. Well, listen, I appreciate your time. I enjoyed learning more about the company. I want to encourage the listener to learn more as well. Kenjoya, KANJOYA.com, Kenjoya.com. And Tom Altherr, he's been our guest. He's Director of Marketing there. Thanks for your time.
Thank you as well, Kevin. It's been a pleasure.
When we come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you this content here can be found over there at usdatingreview.com. I'm Kevin Price. This is The Price of Business.